Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying. Which of these statements below exhibits an empathic response to a client's concerns? I understand that your upcoming examinations are worrisome. B. Why is running into your ex-boyfriend worrying to you? C. You feel worried because of so many things. D. If I were you, I would lose my mind from worry. The answer is C. You feel worried because of so many things is an empathetic response to a client's concerns because we are addressing the client and reflecting what has been told to us, the counselor, back to the client. These statements, I understand that your upcoming exams are worrisome, and if I were you, I would lose my mind from worry, are not empathetic responses to the client's concerns. To my understanding, this sounds like sympathy. Correct me if I'm wrong. And answer B, why is running into your ex worrying to you, is more of a question rather than an empathetic response. What is included in Maslow's physiological level of needs? This need is the basic needs to sustain life, which is food, oxygen, sleep, and fluids. These basic needs take precedence over all of the other needs and must be dealt with first before individuals can focus on their other needs. Which statement made by a group leader in a residential center for adolescents focuses on product rather than process? A. Ken has not stolen for a week and thus is eligible for supplementary tokens. B. And Karen looks down when Bill discusses relationships. C. It sounds like there are deep sense of hurt. D. Oh, so you fold your arms and sort of close up when Carrie mentions the angry side of your personality. The answer is A. Ken has not stolen for a week and thus is eligible for supplementary tokens. This focuses on the product rather than the process because Ken has not stolen, so he gets supplementary tokens for not stealing. This is a product rather than process. The other three responses focuses on the process. I would recommend looking up how product and process works in a clinical setting. What is the clinical observation level? This is the third level of observation, and this is where observation is done in a controlled setting for a duration of time. This is most often accomplished on a doctoral level with applied instruments. Clinical predictions are then based on the institution and the experience of the observing clinician. For example, clinicians are observing 5-year-old children in outpatient clinics that are referred for attention difficulties. They will observe movement patterns, tactile responses, auditory sensitivities, visual attention, and social interactions. Then they will come up with a clinical reasoning and the next steps for these clients. That is an example of a clinical observation level. Which of the below symptoms are direct indications of psychosis? A. Hostility and aggression. B. Delusions of persecution and auditory hallucinations. C. Sleeplessness and disorientation. D. Tangiality and circumstantiality. The answer is B. Delusions of perception and auditory hallucinations are direct indication of psychosis. Other symptoms can include emotional disruption, lack of motivation, and difficulty functioning overall. I would recommend doing more research and looking into the DSM-5 for more information of psychosis. That is all 5 questions for this episode. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.